What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode, week 17 of our New York Jets franchise. 2 weeks left to the playoffs, and the playoffs are getting very nerve-wracking. So if we check it right now, we are the 6th seed. The Browns are the 5th. Obviously, like I said, we are 6th, and then Bengals are the 7th. The Chiefs did get the first round bye. Right now, the Ravens had it first, but now the Chiefs have passed them up, interestingly enough. So it's super close. Let's check out the actual, games. So we're 9-6. Raiders and Patriots are both 8-7. Texans and Broncos are both 7. So they would have to win 2. We lose 2. So it looks like we might have a shot. It's Bengals, Raiders, Patriots are the ones I would be most nervous about. If 2 of those teams win 2 out of 3 and we were to lose 2 out of 3, we would be knocked out of the playoffs. So it's definitely a big week right now against the reigning Super Bowl champions Patriots, who are obviously very good. So weekly awards, I think Zach Wilson should get it. We actually got Zach Wilson and Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams had 4 tackles with 3 sacks and a fumble recovery. And then Zach Wilson was 12 for 15 with 277, 4 touchdowns, 1 carry for 9 yards. So really good week for us last week. Real statement game against the Jags, which we should be better than them on paper. So kind of makes sense. Pass defense and interception goal or sacks goal. I think unrelenting pressure, to be honest with you, against Brady, because I think he's going to be able to throw too many good balls, but we'll try to get some sacks. But we got +5 to finesse and power moves this week. That's pretty cool. Definitely down for that. We obviously don't need any negotiations. We've already done that. We do need to scout some players, which we are scouting some receivers. So let's see. He's not very good. Derek Byron looks pretty good as a deep threat, A-, A-, B+. We have Devontae Blackstock, who is 6'1", 21-year-old deep threat as well. Slots we don't necessarily need, but we'll always look at it just because I think it's worth it. Definitely. So we're going to probably do... I'm trying to count the points. So 10 and 5 would be 15, and then there would be 13 left. So we're better off spending 15 right there, and then 10. There's only 3 left, and then next week we'll obviously probably round out the wide receivers, basically. We didn't do quarterbacks or running backs, which we obviously didn't need. Fullbacks we already did, which I think Chris Crawford is going to be a good idea to get one. Maybe even Ty Mathis. We'll kind of see on that. But Chris Crawford looks like he might be okay. We did every other position that we basically need so far. We technically could get a couple more players maybe. But pretty much our draft board, we'll kind of get it going towards the offseason, to be honest, before we start the draft. But we got the rest of it kind of going so far. So weekly game plan, we definitely want to stop the pass. So we're gonna do short pass when we click it. So defend the short pass. Where is it at? We know they got Tom. Tom is great at short completion, so we definitely want to play against that. Now on our offensive side of the ball, what kind of rankings do they have? I don't know. They have Levante David. They have Carlton Davis. Devin White. They have a lot of players. So I'm thinking throw at medium is actually a decent one. It's telling us run inside. So it says they're actually really bad against the run inside. So we're actually going to choose that one. Their defense, you can see they're highly ranked. So going to be a tough week for sure. I would be shocked if we win this, to be honest with you. I think it's going to go to week 18 against the Bills as our good, our big week. But we'll try this. We'll see how it goes. We got those 2 are good. We'll do, I think we could stop their run personally. I think I'm going to choose that one just because I think we do. Actually, I'm going to do sack the QB because we do need to sack him for our other goals. So might as well just stack those. And then let's do we're not going to win the turnover battle more than likely because obviously they're so good. So don't allow a sack. I think they're going to get pressure on us, to be honest. I think maybe win the turnover battle, I guess, would be, these are all fairly hard, to be honest with you, but we'll try that one. Against the Bucs especially, they just have such a good team that I would be kind of shocked if some of this works out the way I want it to, right? So let's go down to threes and nothing offense or defense. Perfect. Super easy, super simple. Get going on it. So we obviously have upgrades. We already had some, so hopefully we added a couple more. Zach Wilson, actually 3 good people too. So Zach Wilson, which is accuracy, so let's definitely get his accuracy up. Morale is boosted as well, so he is a 78 overall boosted to a 79. Morale-wise, Elijah Vera Tucker, once again, a great one. Agile is probably pretty good as well. We'll kind of need to work on pass protector a little bit later, but Agile does possibly give you pass blocking, I believe, sometimes as well. So it's not the worst. And then Sheldon Rankins, our number 2 D tackle. Our rusher, we want run stop. This is what we want anyways, because you know, we want the block shedding the tackles. If we're playing a 4-3, we want Sheldon Rankins to be able to block shed those things. So we got him in there. And then staff, we only have 14 points. I think we need like 16. I'll check it out, but I think we need 16 for what I was looking for personally, which is we're looking for this grass is greener. We do need 16, so we'll wait one more week. We'll be able to finish that one basically hopefully after this week we should be at least able to get a couple of them. So obviously offensively and defensively they're very good. Definitely gonna have to go ahead and play a good game, right? We've obviously this game and then one more week to scout, train, do whatever we want until the off season, unless we make playoffs, right? In which case we'll have more chances. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the game. All right, hopping into the game here. We're gonna skip these little cutscenes. It is a rain game, which they didn't talk about that before, but ended up being a rain game. So we're gonna have to basically get this going defensively and start us off pretty good in terms of getting a quick stop, get them off the field. It should be a run game. But then again, Brady's really good, so he might not need to. Is that Antonio returning it? Interestingly, they have Antonio as a returner. We are going to hit stick him, but see how this works. Mid blitz. We do need to get 2 sacks, so let's start with the mid blitz. They have Scotty Miller, Godwin, and Mike Evans, so they're not even starting Antonio. We are manned up on Gronk. We are going to be able to get there and cause some pressure on the first play from scrimmage. But kind of interesting, they also have 2 good tackles right there, Tristan Wirfs and the Ali Marpet, which are obviously not 2 tackles, the 2 linemen, 1 tackle and then 1 guard. So let's see. Horrible route by whoever ran to the line of scrimmage there, but good for us. Now we're in a 3rd and long to start the game. Godwin also has, and Mike Evans also have abilities, which we're going to have to look at. We are there. Unfortunately, Mike Evans is going to be able to bring that ball in. It's going to be quite unfortunate. We're going to stick to a lot of man. Seems to be working for us so far, so if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? And unfortunately right there, they have a big hole up the middle. I overran it a little bit. Unfortunate. Let's go. I kind of like this max thing at $1. It's kind of a weird type of play, but it's kind of can throw them off because they don't know who's coming. Unfortunately, I am on the pass rusher, and they do a quick pass underneath, so I wasn't able to get underneath it. But it is what it is. Luckily, it's 2nd and 4, so it's not they didn't get too many yards. I'm trying to see these abilities on him. 2nd wind and slot. And obviously, Brady has abilities as well, which we kind of already knew that. We are sitting on this guy, and we are not going to be able to make a play, but we do hit stick him, fumble, but we're not able to get the ball back. Unfortunate. We almost were able to get that pick. I don't know why. Our players just weren't able to get in position for it. They're going to run it up the middle, but we are going to be able to tackle them for a 1-yard gain, which puts them in a 2nd and long, which is obviously very good for us. They are kind of marching down the field on us, if I'm being honest with you. We are going to go cover 0 again. We're going to play as Davis, Ashton Davis, one of our best playmakers. Guarding Gronk, which is a tough matchup for him. We are going to be able to get to the outside, and we do cause a hit stick fumble with Marcus May. But our players were not able to get the ball. I don't know what the heck was happening there. But we are going to be able to finally get that play done. I don't know what the heck was happening and why our players decided to stand around like that, but luckily we did get it. So they have Shaquille Barrett and then Lavonte David. I guess Devin White is not a superstar yet, which is why he doesn't have anything. We are going to be able to get this outside to Elijah Moore for a quick 9-yard throw, or a quick 10-yard kind of, on the first play of the game there. We are doing inside running as well as our kind of weekly thing, or like at least for the first half. So let's start off. We are going to inside run it, but the block sheds are just going to get there, unfortunately, and cause us a 3rd and 1. We went back a half yard. This is a single back, I mean. single back kind of 3 tight end formation, wing tight. We should be able to get this yard in my opinion. And we do get the 3 yards actually. So a little bit, it says 2 rushes for 1 yard. That's because we went backwards on the first one, but we were able to get a couple yards there. We're going to go ahead and probably hand this off to Hines if I was to. Yes, I probably could have actually threw that slant. It probably would have been the better play call right there. I think I made a mistake, but it is what it is. I like this dagger play. This dagger play has worked for us in the past. Sometimes their safety gets a little glitch and Davis comes wide open. Or we just throw it up to Davis anyways, and he's going to have a step on him, Corey Davis. He is going to be able to take it for a touchdown. Corey Davis, 60-yard touchdown. That's basically his 1 catch of the day. Wow, Corey, good play. Good job, Corey. Way to get open. He's fairly fast. You know, I would like to run Corey on some underneath routes and get a real burner out there. You know, someone that gets out. Maybe we can draft someone that has a 96 speed or something. That would be fairly cool. Will we? Probably not, ideally. But super, super good for us. Scotty Miller is returning this now. He does get it to the 23-yard line. Let's go ahead and see cover 3 buzz match. So we're going to kind of press the outside a little bit. We'll bring Marcus May down to the hook curl on the snap. They are going to run it with Leonard Fournette, which interestingly enough, he's going to bounce off that. But in real life, they run Fournette a lot more than Ronald Jones. But in this game, they seem to run Ronald Jones as their starter, which is kind of backwards, I guess. But interestingly enough, looks like a draw. And Leonard Fournette has all sorts of room to run, but Ashton Davis is going to stand him up with the tackle there. And so I'm trying to think of the games that we know we need to watch, which are the Patriots. And unfortunately, he's going to hit Godwin with a quick slam. But Patriots, obviously Dolphins, Bengals, and there was one other team that we want to see that was 8-3 with us, or 8-6, I mean, or whatever we are. And we'll have to see which one is obviously. Which one will make them, which ones are winning and losing, so about the playoffs, we can kind of tell. Because also, we might get some help. If they all lose twice, then we won't need it. Casey's actually playing the Bengals, so Bengals will probably lose this week, if I'm being honest with you. I would be shocked if the Chiefs lose this to the Bengals. I would be fairly shocked. 4-3, cover 1. We have Ashton Davis ready to go, just like that. They go to 5 wide, so this is obviously a pass. And they are going to throw that to Godwin over the middle for an 8-yard gain. Good throw and good catch against us. We're going to be 4-3. We can get this stop. This would be huge because I don't think they're in field goal range. We're going to pinch the line just a little bit. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball or kick the field goal, I mean, here. And if they run the ball, I don't think they'll get enough yards, personally. But you never know. And right there, they do actually bust it to the outside. He breaks Marcus May's tackle. That's exactly what we didn't want. Patriots are up 10-0 on the Jags. Good matchup for them in this 17 to try to get their playoff spot. So they are running the ball on us like crazy right now. We do lay a hit stay with Marcus May, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cause a fumble. We're going to go ahead and go to a 2-man in the 2nd and 6. And we get a stop here. They put on a really long drive on us, if we're being honest. And they do throw it over the middle to Godwin. Unfortunately, we're not able to make a play on that. Our corners are kind of close to that, but they're not close enough. We are going to send all-out blitz. Brady is in X-Factor mode. His precision. And they are going to dump it down to O.J. Howard. We are going to be able to keep him out of the end zone, luckily. But we're not going to be able to do anything about it too much. 4-3. We want to stay in this kind of underneath cover 3 defense because we know they need quick routes. And Brady also is not very fast, and we aren't going to be able to cause a sack with Carl Lawson. He is going to get 1 sack for the day. 1 more sack, and we will be able to get the objective done. Hopefully we can do that. Brady is going to be looking to throw this. Does he find someone open? And he... Oh my gosh, we dropped the pick. I don't know who that was, but they dropped the pick. I think it was Javelin, and then I think Ashton Davis might have had a chance on it also. I think we had 2 players that had chances on it, and they dropped the interception. That's corner hands if I had ever seen it. Pretty horrible, but luckily we held them to 3 points, so we're still in the lead. We're up 7-3. Naheem Hines did have a punt return last game, so maybe this game he could be useful for us a little bit more. Do we take another shot off the bat? And I think we do. Might be a stupid play. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is, but we're gonna try it anyway. So we're gonna hit him with the dot, and it's gonna be right over the head of Elijah Moore, who would have been open. Super unfortunate on that play there. I like slot post, but I think I'm gonna try to just run it. And it looks like someone's blitzing, so I think we're going to have to just keep it in Michael Carter's hands, which we are. We're going to be able to get outside as well and hit a spin move. Well, actually, it was a juke that turned a spin move. But we are going to be able to pick up 7 on that second down, which puts us in the 3rd and manageable. Now we're in 3rd and manageable. We have a couple options here. We can wait for Michael Carter. We can hit somebody earlier, and they actually are just going to bring the pressure, unfortunately. A free rusher. And they are going to get there for the sack. I did not see that really happen, and I thought we had enough block, to be honest. I wonder if Scotty Miller is going to try to return this. He is going to try, and we just absolutely smack him right in the face trying to return that. That's why you fair catch it. That doesn't happen too. Big drive right here, up 7-3 before half. Did they I always forget who starts with the ball. I think they might have started with the ball. I couldn't be 100% sure though. I don't know who number 1 is. I don't even know who that is on the roster. But he just got a big catch on us. Leonard Fournette is kind of taking over as a starter now. As soon as I had said something, all of a sudden Leonard Fournette is the guy. Looks like a run, and we are going to be able to get in the hole and make the stop with Davis. Great tackle behind the line of scrimmage, putting them in a 2nd and long situation. Let's see what Cashman is able to do, and Scotty Miller is going to be able to get open in the slot. Really silly that Antonio's not playing, because let's be honest, Antonio's probably the best receiver on their team. He's just so good. Not in his prime, but he's just so good every time. And Brady's just picking us apart with these short passes, which is what we're guarding against. But it's still like we're not able to do anything about it. So, once again, we can still keep him to 3 and do something good for us. We missed the tackle. We do lay a hit stick with Ashton Davis. 3rd and 2. He does hit stick him perfectly before the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, I think I want to bring a blitz if we can. Free safety blitz, I kind of like it. It's going to be Marcus May coming off the edge. If they run this to the left, we might be in trouble. And they are going to miss the throw. Perfect for us. They just had a mistimed throw a little bit outside of the receiver. It was open, but he just threw. Their timing was off, which is going to force them to kick another field goal. Michael Carter is going to be able to get around the line of scrimmage again, but we're just not going to be able to get in there, unfortunately. The Raiders, those are one of the teams we need to lose. They're 8-7. Right now they're winning. The Raiders are a team that we need to lose. And obviously it matters if we win or lose, right? If we win out, we're okay. But I would be shocked, to be honest, if we win out. I like Corey Davis over there on the one-on-one. And Corey Davis is going to run right by him. But we're going to throw an inaccurate ball, and it would have had a touchdown against Sean Murphy bunting. And we are not going to be able to come up with it. Pressure got on us, and we just threw a horrible pass, but he's going to be able to actually get the ball back. Naheem Hines is going to be able to make the catch. And Vita Vea actually comes down with an injury, which works out perfectly for us because it gives us a little bit extra time to try and do something here. I like Corey Davis over the top right here. I think we're going to be able to get him. And he's going to be able to go up for it, but we're not going to be able to bring it down. And Devin White does end up with the interception. Corey Davis almost came down with it right there. We're going to try to get another sack and force them to have to, you know, play a little bit slower of offense right here. We're bringing the corner. We are guarding the wheel route. Do we have something? And they're going to get it off to Leonard Fournette, which isn't going to really help them out too much. We'll switch it to cover 2 now. We want to play a little bit safer now that they are hiking it. Quick on us. They had a deep touchdown, but they did not throw it. I just don't think Brady could step into the throw deep that he had. Down the middle of the field, it looked like they were actually wide open. And we have them in a 3rd and 6. We are on this little middle route. He is going to finally hit the curl. We are going to try to make a tackle. Okay, and they call a timeout. We're in 2-man. Let's see. What is Cashman going to be able to do in 2-man guarding? Right here, they are going to hit number 1 again. I don't know who this guy is, but they just keep hitting him. Let's try to switch our defense to maybe a cover 3. And they are going to play action us. No one's in my zone. They max protected. They're trying to take a shot, but there's no one there. Is Brady going to be able to get out of the pocket? What's he doing? And Brady is able to get it out of the pocket and get the ball away. I was wondering what he was doing there. Just really good pass protection. They did block everybody. They blocked like 7, or they might have blocked 8, to be honest with you. I don't actually know. Horrible pass there for Tom Brady, causing them to be in now a 3rd and long, and they're not in field goal range. So it's 7-6. They want to definitely get a field goal at this half, and they are not able to get one quite yet. And Brady's gonna throw it away. Is he gonna punt? Is he gonna go for it? And he is going to go for it. See, I would actually think they would go for a Hail Mary here in this type of situation. But he is going to kick a field goal and just not even get close. No distance, nothing. Now we're going to probably go for the Hail Mary if it tells us to, which I kind of assumed it did. We're only 50 yards away. We can get it there. It's just, are we going to be able to come down with it is the question. And we're going to roll out of the pocket and throw it on the run. We're going to be able to get it there, but no one's going to be able to bring it down. It will go to halftime. 7-6, the Jets are winning this game. We are trying to win this. Run inside, which we haven't done very good. We're still defending the short pass against Brady. And we actually get the ball. Surprisingly, we get the ball. Go ahead and run this to the 21. Okay, not too great. HB Wham, like we said, we're going to run a little bit of an inside type of deal here. Our game plan is we only have 8 rushing yards. We actually haven't had that great of offense. But we had that long play for a touchdown that was very beneficial to us early in the game. Sometimes that's how football works, right? It's just one big play. It can change everything. Run a little bit of inside zone or a little bit dive. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get outside there. 3rd down. What play are they going to tell us to run? We see it in our playbook, middle, high, low. Definitely one of our favorites to go ahead and run. So that's what we're going to do. And Corey Davis is going to beat him once again. And he is going to be able to bring it in. Corey Davis was matched up on Devin White. And we are going to throw it. Great throw, great catch. Puts us into field goal range just like that. Naeem Hines is going to try to get upfield, but we get stopped for basically 1 yard of gain. Now we're going to look to Elijah Moore on this. He's almost always open when we run this play. And we are going to throw it, but he's not going to be able to bring it in. The safety is able to make a play on it, unfortunately. That play is almost always open when they play man because they're not able to run with Elijah Moore. And right here, we're going to try to get it off. I had Herndon open down the middle of the field, and we just weren't quite able to get it there. 47 yards. We have a little bit of wind our way, but we should be able to make it as long as we kick it accurately. And I think we will get it in there. So up 4 points. What are we going to be able to do here? We will kick this off. Obviously, it'll go to the end zone, I think. They're not going to return it. But what kind of drive? They started the game running against us, and it worked very well. They went away from it, and all of a sudden, they're not able to really move the ball as well. So, interesting kind of game plan from them. We're going to try to run it, or stop the run, I mean, up the middle there, and we just weren't able to get there. Looks like they're going back to the single back in the second half. They were doing a lot of 4 or 5 wides towards the end of the half. They're kind of switching it back up. They have 3 good tight ends, so you would think they would run this a little bit more in real life, to be honest with you. They don't usually. We are going to be able to get up there and stop it. For about a 4-yard gain, they do get the first down, unfortunately. Here we go. We're going to bring the pressure. We're going to press the corners. We don't usually press the corners, but I like the press a little bit better. And they are going to find Scotty Miller on a great route against Marcus May. Throw it right out of his break. Back to Old Faithful, cover 3 cloud. Apparently, CPUs just don't know how to break it. We're able to pretty much put ourselves in great positions every time we run this. So they are just going to throw that down. We do lay a boomstick, but he is going to be able to get the yardage for the first down. Unfortunately, we're going to bring a zone blitz here. Can LaMarcus Joyner be able to run Phil right here? I knew they were going to run it. Unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to do anything. And Marcus May does break the tackle, but luckily Javelin is a hustle player. He does make a good play on it. 4-3 Buzz press. And Brady still has his abilities. He needs to get sacked to go ahead and get it off. We are going to be able to make a tackle right there on Leonard Fournette. We read it correctly. There's a 3-yard gain. Cover 3 cloud. Once again, go-to play for us. They've actually ran the ball a lot more than most teams do against us, which is definitely smart. We are on this under route, but they're just going to outflank us, and Scotty Miller does hit us with a double juke, and we do end up missing the tackle, so they do get the first down. We are going to bring the blitz and see, are they going to run it or are they going to throw a slant behind us? And they are. And Leonard Fournette comes wide open. I overran it with Davis. I thought he was running to the flats, and I wanted to try to jump in. Just like that, they have the lead on us. 12-10, probably 13-10. That they do. They're up 13-10. Are we going to be able to make a play? Come back right now. Patriots are losing to the Jags, but that's a big game as well, because if these teams lose, they give us obviously a lot of hope. And Nyheim Hines is going to break up the field, and he is going to make a return to the 37-yard line. Nyheim Hines setting us up for a big play. I really like Elijah Moore taking a shot right here. It might not work, but we're going to probably look for it. And I think we have him. Elijah Moore is not going to be able to outrun them, and we're actually going to throw another interception. See, those plays were there last week when we were playing against the Jags. Like, if we would have ran that last week, it would have been a touchdown. But unfortunately, this week, a little bit of not so open. We are on these routes, but he is just going to throw it over the middle to Johnson. I don't know what his first name is, but I know it's Johnson. He reminds me of Deontay Johnson because they wear the same number, but I obviously know it is not him. Brady's starting to audible on us. He seems to have figured us out a little bit. We have full momentum as well, which is not a good sign. We are on this middle route, but Brady has all day, and we're almost able to get to him and cause the pressure we needed. We're going to bring a mid-blitz on this second down. 2nd and 10, we're bringing this mid-blitz. We're going to try and cause a 3rd and long of sorts if we can. And they are going to throw it up for a play. And we're going to be able to bat it down. Luckily, Austin is going to be able to get there. I don't know if they had it if Brady didn't get hit, because it looked like they might have had it if that was the case. And I don't know if they're fatigued or what's going on, but they're playing a lot of different receivers. Honestly, he is going to be stepping out of bounds, but they're not playing their starters on us. Is that not kind of weird? kind of want to see their medical center. I didn't mean to go here. I might as well look right here, but so they have Edwins, Godwins, and Brown. I wonder what their fatigue is like. Or their injuries. Let's look on their medical center real quick. Vita Vea and then Antoine Winfield, but interestingly enough, they're not playing any of their starting receivers on us, which is quite interesting. Other teams have been doing that too, so maybe their fatigue differentials are different. Aaron Hines is going to be able to break out of one tackle, but not really get us any. We're down 13-10. We need to get some points on the board here. Like the eye power to the right, it seems like it'll be open. We are going to be able to wait for our block. Unfortunately, Elijah Vera Tucker does not get the block we needed. Whitehead makes a really great play. I was hoping to wait for that block and then be able to bust it outside for a large gain. Fortunately, that was not the case. All of our players get knocked down. I think this is Corey Davis, and Corey Davis is going to be able to come across the field wide open. He is going to be able. We only have five catches or receptions, 5 completions for 150 yards. So that is what, 30 yards of completion, more or less. We only have like 20 plays of offense. I think it said 22 offensive snaps. They have 47, and somehow we are still in a game. That should go to show you kind of the differences in what kind of game plans we have. And we're not going to be able to get outside, are we? No, we're going to take a sack. Zach Wilson's not going to be able to get outside for us like we wanted. We're going to go ahead and run a screen. I like this. I like the idea of a screen here. We might be able to get about 10 back, depending. And I think right here we might be able to. How many do we get back? About 6. That's not enough. I wanted about 10. Maybe give us something manageable. We're going to go for a screen again. Try to get some yards back. And then from there, we'll just punt. Try to play some good defense and give ourselves a chance. It is probably going to get taken back again, unfortunately. We are going to make a couple man miss and get it to the 50, but it's going to be called back for holding. I would like to see them decline this. Roughing the passer, actually. And we are going to accept that. A roughing the passer call may have just changed the game for us. We have Elijah Moore. We know we want to take that shot. We're going to motion Hines out, and we're taking the shot to Elijah Moore. More or less. And actually, there's corner is going to be there. Do we have anybody? I like Herndon right here. And we are going to be able to bring it in with Herndon. He does snatch the ball on the 10-yard line. Zach Wilson rolling out left. Makes a phenomenal play on the ball there. Now, I believe this is just a handoff Michael Carter. It makes it look like there's a motion in, but it's going to be the handoff to Carter. We just got to make Devin White miss in the hole. We're not able to do that, unfortunately. So, 7 rushes for 13 yards today. Bucs do have a stout defense, but unfortunately, we haven't found any running room. We are going to run this one to the left, and we are going to be able to get through the hole. We're not. They are going to be able to get off the block sheds right there. 3rd down, a big 3rd down play. Where do we want to go? I think we do a seam divide right here. I think a seam divide. It is man-to-man, and we got pressed everywhere. Everyone got pressed. We're going to try to hit Corey Davis, and it ends up going to Elijah Moore, but we are going to be able to tie the game, luckily. So we will kick this one and get ourselves a great game. Now it's about stopping Brady, right? It's Brady time. Brady should be clutch. We expect it. But if we play good enough coverage, then there's just nothing he can do about it. We definitely want to be aggressive on him. But overall, what should we do is the question, right? In terms of what kind of game plan. It's kind of a defensive game today, to be honest with you. 13-13. Single back wide trips, we're bringing the house. You can see we're bringing the house. We don't have anyone matched up with Fournette. Are they going to throw it or are they going to run it? They do run it, and they get a minus a yard. So the blitz works on 1st down. We're going to bring a zone blitz right here. I like this. Bring a zone blitz. And I don't know what I did, but let's just reset that play. I just completely messed up our zones. I hope they're not actually that messed up. And I think I flipped it actually. I don't know what I did, but they are going to be able to get about 11 yards, but it's going to be a 3rd and inches. We're just going to play cover 3 cloud again and see what we can do here. They're going to run it. Fournette does get the yard for 3 yards. Do you think it's because they've already clinched? That's the only thing I can think of. That they benched all of their starting wide receivers, because we're playing against all of their backups, and it's quite funny, but also quite weird. So OJ Howard does get it. We missed the tackle. I thought we had a better angle on that. Now they're only playing for a field goal as well. It is in the rain. He already missed 1, but they don't need to play for a touchdown, just a field goal. This looks like it'll be a run right. We are going to be able to get there, but Fournette will be able to get the first down. Edge blitz right here. We're going to bring a zone blitz once again. Try to cause some pressure. We press the guy inside. He is going to hit him though, Johnson, but we do lay the boom with Marcus May, who is not unfortunately able to cause a fumble on that play. Alright, Davis. And Dolphins are in a 7-7 game too. Some big games here for the division and for the overall play. And they're in field goal range, so do they try to run it, kick the field goal as time expires, or do they go for it is kind of the question here, right? I would personally play a little bit more passive and just try to win it with field goals, and make them basically burn their timeouts, or make, in this situation, us burn our timeouts and things like that. We do make the tackle in the hole. Unfortunately, I think they do get the first down, so I think this is where we start calling our timeouts possibly, but I don't know, they're also not chewing clock, so last time they, if they were chewing clock, then I would think maybe. Right here they're not, and he's going to get a hole up the middle for about, I don't know if we call the timeout yet. I don't think I'm going to call it quite yet. Because look, they're not chewing clock. They're not playing for the field goal. Maybe if we call it timeout, then they would. But maybe this is better for us. Maybe we give ourselves more time. I don't know. They're going to run a power. And he is going to fall forward for 3. And I think I have to call timeout here, to be honest with you. I know I let it run a couple seconds, but I was kind of didn't know what the game plan was there. Jacksonville is beating New England by 11 with 2 minutes to go. So it looks like Jacksonville is going to be able to win that game. We do get the stop on 4th down. I think I have to call timeout here, right? They're going to kick a field goal. If they miss, then we're obviously in a situation where we can play for a field goal. Well, either way, we can still play for the field goal. It's going to start with Nyheim Hines making a good play. Vegas did pull away, so it looks like Vegas is going to take the lead. But who did we say was just losing? The Patriots. And the Chiefs are probably losing, or sorry, the Chiefs are probably beating the Bengals as well, I would guess. I could be wrong there, but that would be my guess. So, start with the wise sail. They have a lot of momentum on us. What kind of momentum do they have? Infinite stamina. Chiefs and Bengals are tied as well. And we're going to throw it up, but we throw a bad pass. They're not going to call pass interference on that. We should have got a PI. We are not able to get a pass interference on it, unfortunately. We are going to run empty vertical once again. Have Davis up the seam. We have Herndon up the seam. They are bringing a blitz. I think we might have Corey Davis over here. And we throw it a little late. We were trying to wait for it to aggressive catch it. And we hit him just a tad late. Try Jets corner. 3rd and 10. This is a big 2 plays right here. And Hines is open. We will take our yards. We got to get the first down. That's what we're going to do. Now we have to hurry up offense. We don't want to waste the timeout quite yet. Let's go ahead and do... I chose the wrong play, but we're kind of stuck now. We don't have time to audible. We're going to throw the hitch route, and we do complete it. Okay, now we have to take our timeout. So we really don't want to complete anything across the middle here. Maybe a corner route. So it looks like they're in man up 3 deep. I think I'm going to roll out right and try to hit Herndon at the sideline right here. And we do throw a pick, but it's not intercepted. One more play. We're running the same thing. Like I said, we just gotta roll out and try to hit Herndon again, hopefully. And unfortunately, we just have no time in the pocket. We're gonna try to throw it, and it's gonna be inaccurate once again. They're telling us to Hail Mary, but I don't think so. I think we go for the yard lines. I think I'm gonna try to hit Elijah Moore and then kick the field goal. So I'm gonna throw it right off his break, and we're gonna be able to not get up there and go for it. So we will have to throw a Hail Mary. Are we gonna be able to get it there is the question. I think so. Hopefully we have enough time. We're gonna chuck it, and let's just see what happens. No one is there, and we get a touchdown. Are they gonna overrule it, or are they gonna call a touchdown? And we win the game on a Hail Mary. Oh my gosh, who just caught that ball? Was it Elijah Moore? Elijah Moore with the 51-yard touchdown Hail Mary to win the game. What a crazy week. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely crazy. 45% completion rate, and we pull down a Hail Mary to win the game. Definitely go ahead and drop a like on this video, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.